Nice, right on time. Uh, Good scrimmage tonight. I think back to what it was like 2 years ago. Felt a little different tonight. I think we're gotten better as a football team. A lot of good stuff today on all, both offense and defense. Did a few things with the kicking game, but we'll do more of that next week. But I thought we ran 100 plays, 98 plays today. We threw it 58 times and ran it 40. So we were able to get some good balance in there and do a lot of drills and see if we can keep getting better. First time out in a full scrimmage atmosphere, so that was good to see. And a couple of the young guys popped. A couple of the older guys played good, and looking forward to seeing the film and really see what it looks like.
What's been the biggest difference that you've seen out of Jaden from his first spring practice to now? Because he seems like a different player. Another year in the system.
Yeah, I mean he's so much more comfortable in the system. He understands what we're trying to get done, and he's continuing to try to improve. And he's continuing. He's really committed to getting better. His commitment and the quarterback's commitment in general have been something unique from a year ago till now. And they're working very hard understanding the offense, and I think it's showing in how they're moving the ball.
What are your overall thoughts on the defense and the number of guys who are getting ready?
I love it in terms of how many guys are that we're able to evaluate. Spring football is for evaluation, and for us to be able to see, you know, Kamu going in there and making plays, and then Daniel making plays, then Justin making plays, and then you don't ever know. Obviously, Jacob Manu, we held out tonight, but he's been making plays all spring. He'll be back Tuesday, I think. And then, just being able to see so many linebackers are going through, so many DBs are going through. You see Yates getting better because of the amount of reps he's taking. You see all the safeties, Genesis Smith making an interception to end red zone lockout, with the one group. So just to be able to see all these guys making plays around the field is great. We don't need to make a decision on a starting 11 anytime soon. So our goal is to see how many guys we can get ready to play.
Was Monty's absence injury related?
Yeah, his hand got dinged up a little bit, but he'll be fine. He should be back Tuesday.
But another injury, Tanner McLaughlin. Where's he at?
Yeah, I think he's back Tuesday, from what I understand. We've been holding him off for some soft tissue stuff, just trying to, those hamstrings you don't want them to linger. So just a little soft tissue deal, and should be back Tuesday, hopefully.
Speaking of tight end, getting Gronk come back.
Yeah, that was fun. Ran into him at a Super Bowl party in Phoenix, and I caught him at a good moment, I think. So I asked him if he would come back as our honorary coach, and I said, "But let's do Gronk v Gronk this year. Let's wind up getting both guys. Boston Marathon is that day, so Teddy can't come back for that. So we've got Gronk versus Gronk, and then to get Chris McAllister and Antoine Case on here is great for us. I don't think Chris has been back for a very long time. Chris was with me at Baltimore, so that was great. And I think we have 12,000 tickets out already for the spring game, not including the students. So, I would have said my goal was 15, but I think I'm setting the goal at 20,000 for the spring game this year. I think we're going to try to get that going.
Jonah's been lining up at right tackle. Is that a look you're giving, or is that something that you think is?
No, it's a legitimate look for us to see how he does there. We're trying to figure out the offensive line with Jordan. Not having Jordan all spring, we kind of know where Jordan's going to play. So we want to be able to see what it looks like at replacing Peyton at right tackle, what it looks like. We've got some young guys coming in, but they're not here yet other than Rhino. So we've got to see. We've got 3 tackle bodies coming in. But right now with the numbers, we got to see what Jonah can do. And Jonah's playing really well at tackle. He's a gifted offensive lineman.
And with Wendell Mo also switching to a left guard, is that also in a look as well?
Yeah, we're moving Mo. Wowo's kind of going both spots. Sam's going both spots. We've got some flexibility. It's March, or I guess it's April 1st now. So, as we're going through it, we just want to evaluate the players. It's not year 1 anymore. Year 2 was everybody was new. Now we're looking at year 3 of trying to figure out, okay, where are we in this build to be able to understand, okay, where does everybody fit in, and can we figure out, is there a best combination that we could go with?
Do you see yourself using a larger wide receiver rotation this year than you did last year?
I would be surprised if Jacob and T-Mac aren't 2 of the 3 guys in on every snap. So it would be probably more of a rotation on that third spot. at this time, I would say probably we'll have more guys rotating through, but you never know what can happen there. And if somebody steps up, my whole thing is this: I'm not used to a lot of rotation. Um, when I've coached in college, we haven't had a lot of rotation, and when I coached in pro ball, we didn't have a lot of rotation. What we had was we developed probably four wideouts to be really special, and then when they were moving on, then we had the next four, and then the next four, or the next three, whatever it might be, and continue to develop young guys to get better, rookies to get better, but not substitute a lot. Trying to keep Jaden on the same page with his wideouts.
Is there any reason why you guys weren't game uniforms for spring ball?
Well, we actually that's kind of a thing that we tried to get going the first couple of years. We were wearing old game uniforms the first couple of years, but Nike cooperated with us this year and let us wear the game jerseys from last year and the year before. So I like them to look good in practice, look sharp, easier to see the numbers. That blue on red was very challenging. So when you're watching the tape, so now to be able to see the blue on white really helps us. And they look better than those practice mesh jerseys that you used to wear back in high school, right?
Well, a lot of people speculated that maybe you guys were getting new uniforms.
Oh, no one talked to me about that. Maybe, but that hasn't hit my desk yet.
Are you ahead of schedule of where you would have thought that you might be at this time? Are you on schedule in terms of what you see?
I think our assistant coaches would tell you that they might feel that we're on schedule and that I feel we're behind schedule. Because I just want us to be, I always want to see us get better and always see what can we be better? Can we be more disciplined? Can we make better plays? Can we make less mistakes? Can we make, but then I don't know how you judge that because you want the offense to do everything right, but then and the defense to do everything right, then how do you even know what's happening when you're sitting there playing each other? So I think the biggest thing for us is we're more connected as a team. We do more things together as a team. Our team loved being out there yesterday, cheering on the other sports. So us being great teammates is really something that we're ahead of schedule on, and I hope that kind of parlays into some more wins.
How's Ricky Bobby doing?
He's doing good. He was up in the box, I think, watching. He's recovering from knee surgery, so we'll hope to get him back to camp.
Surprisingly, the analyst rule didn't pass. How do you handle that?
That it didn't pass?
Yeah.
I was very surprised at that. I think it's a shame. There's so many great opportunities for coaches, young and old, to be able to continue to help the players develop. The fact that didn't pass was surprising and disappointing at the same time. They still have their roles within the building. They still can obviously coach the coaches and work with the coaches and be very involved in on the field as a cheerleader and as a motivator. Right now, we don't have to worry about it because Coach Hunley is on IR. And I just think you go look at some of the NFL staffs that I've coached on. We had 30, 35 coaches at a lot of places, and we had a 53-man roster. That limit you to 11 coaches, and then 4 GAs on a 115-man roster is just disappointing. So it is what it is. Hopefully that rule will change soon. I know all the head coaches feel the same way I do that I've talked to. So maybe one of these days we'll be able to allow these kids to continue to get coached by as many coaches as we can. Okay?
Thank you.